Okay, so welcome to the 92nd episode of Tips and Tricks and Team Update. Okay, we're going to be covering some important community updates that were released just today, just a few hours ago. And we're going to find out a little bit more about what is this community about, what is this information about, and we just want to start off by giving you a quick welcome. My name is Michael Aman. I'm the founder of what I refer to as the Karat Caribbean community, right? And especially my own team, the GS Caribbean Premier Team in 2020. And the focus of the community really, right, is we are a group of like-minded individuals who seek to help the average person in the region to preserve wealth. And the type of wealth we're seeking to help people to preserve is, of course, accumulation of assets, physical assets such as precious metals, and digital assets. Digital assets include, of course, digital forms of traditional currency, cryptocurrency, and even real estate, which we're going to take a quick look at in a little while, right? Not only do we help people to accumulate assets, we also help people learn a little bit more about what are these digital assets all about. Not only do we help you to learn, but we also give tools to help people to manage their assets, all right? So we can convert from one form of asset to another and so on. We have different tools to help with that. We also help people to earn additional income because, you know, everybody's looking for a little extra change these days. But we help people to earn additional income by showing them how they can help others to do the same thing, some form of duplication. All right. So the agenda for the session this evening is, of course, to give a quick overview of the business that we're involved in, the GS partners, as we call it, right? We're going to take some success tips on if I would you. We're going to then take a quick look at some of what's the latest that took place within the past week, right? In particular, we will look at some of the incentives and promotions that's currently in progress in GS Partners. We would take a look at some of the community updates that's taking place in the G999 community, as well as the corporate update that was given out just today, all right? Then we're going to take a quick look at the marketplace of merchants who are willing to accept crypto in exchange for products and services, or exchange the assets of the community in exchange for goods and services. And of course, we're going to leave the mic open for a little while. People have any questions and they want to get some answers, or they want to give some, comments or whatever the case may be, right? During the entire webinar, feel free to type your questions in the chat. I will not be responsive during the session itself. However, if I say something and it triggers a question in your mind, you don't have to wait until the Q&A session. You can pop it in the chat immediately. And when we reach the open mic session, those questions would be addressed, all right? So we just want to start with a quick disclaimer. Any information provided in this webinar is for awareness of the products and services offered by Gold Standard Partners. If there's any illustrations of earning potential, right, it is just that, an illustration. It is an example and it's not typical for everyone. Nothing in this presentation is to be considered as financial advice. We just give the education for awareness. How you apply that information, it's up to you. Okay. So we represent the Gold Standard Group, right? The GS Partners Global is really the marketing arm of the Gold Standard Group. The Gold Standard Group provides blockchain and software solutions to entities internationally, right? The different blockchain solutions, we're going to touch on some of them, and GS Partners is one of the first blockchain affiliate marketing platforms to help market the products and services from that blockchain, right? So what we do, we help to refer these products to other people. The products, of course, are based on the G999 mainnet. That's the name of the blockchain. In fact, the name of the token on the blockchain, or the coin of the blockchain, is also called G999, right? And we are building an ecosystem. Rather, the Gold Standard Group has built an ecosystem and is continuing to do so. So our goal is really to help build a global community that use this ecosystem, and in doing so, that helps to support the growth of our assets, right? Now, the goal, as stated before, is to help people accumulate wealth, to accumulate assets. And the key assets that people accumulate in GS Partners are the G999, which, as I said, is the coin of the blockchain. We have something referred to as the Lydian world. We help people to accumulate Lydian lions, which is the currency of that platform. We will touch on that. And we also help people to huddle or hold on for dear life, or accumulate XLTs, exclusive living tokens, which are really tokenized real estate. So in summary, we help people to build wealth by saving in a portfolio of assets. You're not just saving one type of assets. We have a portfolio of assets that people can save in or accumulate. It's that simple. Some people may look at the different types of assets and say, oh my gosh, there's so much to look. Well, when you really think about it, it's just a portfolio. And when people are actually saving in portfolios, yes, they do take some time to understand each of the assets in the portfolio so they can make the wise decisions accordingly. In GS Partners, the assets in the portfolio are linked, but persons can choose to take part in one, to take part in two, to take part in all. It's up to the individuals, right? What we do is provide education as to what the assets are. The leadership of the Gold Standard Group, it's basically Mr. JosipHeit, who is the chairman of the board. He's the chairman of a group of companies. Remember, I said it's the Gold Standard Group. It's not just one company. GS Partners is one of the companies, right? GS Lifestyle is also another company. It's a brand, right? That is also has some leadership by JosipHeit. JosipHeit is also the chairman of another company that has management of hotels and buildings. One of them is in Dubai, right? We also have Mr. Alexandru Cochendau, who's the Chief Technical Officer, the CTO. So a lot of the vision and a lot of the ideas and a lot of the strategies that is developed by Mr. Heit in terms of making certain tools available, Alexandru has implemented digitally, right? He is the execution arm of the Gold Standard Group. He makes things happen. JosipHeit gives the direction and Alexandru implements. This is pretty awesome combination. He's a pretty bright individual. In fact, some of the tools that you would find when you're logging in, even the capture codes and so on, was all developed by Mr. Cochendau himself, right? So the solutions that is based on the G999 mainnet is illustrated here. It's not just one thing. When you are developing a blockchain or when you're developing a coin that has utility, utility means people can use it. So how can you use this coin? Well, we have a network of services, not one, not two, but several. So this is just some of the solutions that were being rolled out within the first year. The G999, mind you, was released on the 15th of October, 2020. That was when the GS Trade Exchange was launched, and persons had an option to convert some of the coins that they may have had in a previous company into the GS Trade platform as of the 15th of October. So this mainnet is now officially 1 year old. Although the coin was not officially launched, or the circulating supply did not happen until the 15th of December. It was available since the 15th of October. So yes, the blockchain is 1 year old since we had access to the platform, right? What is the GS Trade Exchange? GS Trade is one of the elements in the suite of solutions. It's the very first one that people could use. It allows persons to exchange assets from one type to another. You can access Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT, Pax. There's a couple other coins on the blockchain that persons can actually go in and trade, right? So it is an exchange. Simple. People can also use that exchange to launch other types of savings, such as we have the GS DeFi, right? You set it up in GS Trade. This is basically decentralized saving. Can you imagine walking to your bank, right? And you tell the bank, listen, You see, all of the money that I have in my account, I want to take it out of the bank and I want to put it in a vault in my own home. I will tell you how much I have in the vault. I mean, you gave it to me, but I want you on top of that to give me interest or to give me additional rewards for holding these coins in my home, right? So you don't have to pay rent, or in fact, you just give me the rewards, give me my interest for the money I have. That is what you're doing with a DeFi account. You are holding the coins. It is in your possession. It is not held by the bank, right? In this case, it's not held by the exchange, but the exchange knows where it is and can send to your address additional rewards because of the amount, based on the amount you're holding, right? We have masternodes and staking. Staking is, of course, something equivalent to mining. When you're mining, you help the blockchain to validate transactions. And when transactions are validated, they are added to the blockchain. And those who help with the mining process would usually get a reward. You have Bitcoin miners, and that is called, that's mining, right? And that uses up a lot of energy. So staking does something similar to mining, what mining does in the Bitcoin world, but people actually set it up by holding coins. And we have that by setting up masternodes and staking. So persons who hold the coins, when new coins are created, it goes first to the masternode and the staking holders, right? So boom, there you go. We also have the GS Telecom, which is an app that helps persons to send communications over the blockchain. Now, what is interesting about this app, when I really understood it, communication over the blockchain. When people think of a blockchain, they usually think of the ability to send coins from one wallet to another. And the GS Telecom is also simply based on a wallet. It does not ask for your telephone number. It does not ask for your email address. Heck, it doesn't even ask for your name. You just have a wallet, which is set up in a decentralized wallet, a web wallet. Once you have a wallet address, you set up your telecom account based on your wallet address. And you can send messages to other people to their wallet address. So you're not only sending coins to those addresses, you're sending texts, you're sending voice notes, you're sending pictures, you can send videos and documents even to a blockchain address. Can you imagine that? That's pretty awesome. That's really innovative development. You don't really hear about much other products like that in the world. We have it here in the GS Telecom, right? We also have the GS Lifestyle. GS Lifestyle is, of course, that digital asset management tool we spoke about, where you can exchange the crypto with traditional currencies. You can transfer some of the funds from your US account. You get a US account with it. You can transfer some of the funds from that account to your own debit card. You can send funds to other people. I mean, it's a US account. You can send funds to anyone else with a bank account. You can have funds transferred to it. In fact, you can even have your own booking, your like Travelocity or Expedia in your own platform. There's so much services in the GS Lifestyle. It's more than just a debit card. It's pretty awesome. Now, we also have other tools that's soon to be launched as well. We're talking about GS Media, the precious metals, digital and physical. We'll find out more about that soon. We'll be able to actually have tokenized gold on the blockchain. This is pretty awesome. And then NFTs, development of NFTs. We're going to find out a little bit more about that. At the center of all of these solutions, we have three main elements that are connecting everything together. We have tokenized real estate, which allows persons to own a piece of a building. We're going to cover some of that. We have the GS World, also known as Lydian World, which allows persons to be rewarded it's a simulation game, but persons are rewarded in real world based on real world activities, and they're going to be paid out in real world assets as well. And we have the GS Bank at the heart of everything, which connects them all, and persons who save in the GS Bank can earn even more based on the activities of other things taking place on the blockchain. It is a pretty unique solution, right? So let's look quickly at some of them. Lydian World, which is, of course, formerly known as GS World. You can actually earn from multiple sources. Think about multiple streams of income. People think of 2 streams of income, 5 streams of income. How would you like to get 169 streams of income? Because what Lydian World does, you get a currency, a virtual currency known as Lydian Lions, right? That you can actually use to participate and buy virtually different countries of the world. When I say buy, you can, there are different positions such as citizen, mayor, vice president, and so on, that you can actually take some of your Lydian Lions and stake in some of these positions. And I use the word intentionally stake, because it is essentially a staking pool. So you have multiple staking pools, each one identified by a different country. And the more citizens participate in each country, the greater the staking pool is. The greater the staking pool means the greater rewards for all citizens. But the staking pools are not the only thing adding income to each of the countries, all right? So you get rewards from multiple sources of the ecosystem, from GS Lifestyle, from the real estate vouchers, and so on. And it's all connected on the blockchain. We'll find out a little bit more about that later in the session today, right? We also have, as mentioned before, the tokenized real estate, move and pick, exclusive living. So that's why when you talk about XLTs, it's exclusive living tokens, okay? The building, also known as the G999 Tower, is a 36-story residential building about 7 minutes away from the Dubai Mall. It is an actual building in Dubai that has been, that is owned by JosipHeit's group of companies, and he has made it available for private sale in tokenized form to members of the GS Partners community. So one will have to be a member, get one of the membership packages in GS Partners to be able to own a piece of this building. So let's see a little bit more about what this building is. It is a real building. It is not just a concept. People have actually visited the place. And here is a quick preview of the inside of the XLT or the G999 Tower. Pretty awesome tower, pretty awesome tower. Who would like to own a piece of that tower? Who would like to live in a room in that tower? How would you like to get a place to stay in that tower for, well, to win, just to own a piece of that tower, to live there? You can do so, right? We'll tell you a little bit about how you can do that. Right now, the tower has been broken up into tokens, and it has been made available for people to purchase in 3 tranches. First for $70 million, second tranche 60 million, third tranche of 45 million, for a total of approximately $175 million, right? So the first phase, the target is to have $70 million sold in units, right? Now, 70 million in token sales, okay? So for the first 70 million, 30% of each purchase is, of course, goes to commissions, but the cost of each token in phase 1 is $7.63 in USDT, Bitcoin, or Ethereum, right? And persons who obtain the tokens at this price, this is now a reduced membership only price, can accumulate them, right? For 1 year. After 1 year, these tokens will be available for trading, right? After 1 year, once phase 1 has reached, then we go to phase 2, when the tokens will be $12.52 each. When that phase is finished and the 60 million are sold, we go to phase 3 for 45 million. The token will then be available for $15.68 each. When phase 3 is done, the entire building will now be purchased, and the coins, a token rather, will then be set at a price of $18 each. How would you like to get an $18 token right now at a price of $9.63? Well, that is what we can do with GS Partners, right? You have the private sale, you can get the tokens at a discount even, because there is a way, we'll talk about that in a little while. But that is one of the major products in GS Partners. The other one is, of course, the GS Lifestyle. You have the freedom to manage your digital assets how you would like to, right? And here's a quick preview of the GS Lifestyle.
Introducing the most flexible crypto card in the world. 5 traditional currency accounts, including USD, GPB, EUR, CNY, and JPY. Currency exchange rates better than high street banks. Manage all your crypto and traditional currencies with one simple platform. Add funds to your account via bank transfer, credit and debit card, or crypto proceeds. Spend or withdraw your funds anywhere credit and debit cards are accepted. Exclusive plastic, aluminum, stainless steel, gold-plated, and solid gold cards available. 24/7 global support in multi-languages. 24/7 professional concierge services. Up to 40% discounts on hotel and travel. Instant rewards from high street retailers. Fast delivery to over 100 countries. Order your GS Lifestyle card today.
GS Lifestyle is, of course, available in 169 countries around the world, including 23 countries in the Caribbean. And of course, in Europe, Asia, almost every, in fact, in every region, Central, South America, everywhere. So you want to find out about it, you can log into GS Partners. You can go into one of I'll show you in a little while where you can get more information on the card as well, right? So these are just some of the products and services available with GS Partners. You can participate as a customer, where you can simply register for free in GS Partners, order the GS Lifestyle card, or you can get your GS Telecom product, or stuff like that. Of course, to become to access the XLT tokens, you would need to get a membership package. As a customer, you would then have access to the XLTs and a lot more products, right? But maybe you say, listen, this looks nice, and I know some persons who would be interested in a program like this. You want to become a partner in that case, right? And with the option to become a partner, you can do the same thing as a customer, purchase products, accumulate assets, and so on. But you also get a referral link that you can share with others, and you can get an income when they make purchases, right? You can choose. In fact, you get paid in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and USDT for promoting the G999 platform and their services, okay? And how do you do this? Well, of course, one of the options you can do is to choose your package. We have different packages ranging from basic, right, going all the way to Legend, Basic, Premier, Explorer, Pathfinder, and Legend. Each one of them have different prices. Of course, the basic is 200 USDT. You pay this in crypto, of course, either USDT, Bitcoin, or Ethereum. And what do you get with these packages? You can go to Premier 999 or so all the way up to Legend for 12,000 USDT, right? You get bundled with these packages, the GS Lifestyle card. You get bundled XLT tokens. Every package includes a token, right? In fact, let me give an updated list of what you get, right? Every package gives you a voucher. Every package gives you an XLT tokens, right? Every package also gives you access to the Blockchain Academy for 1 year. Without a package, you would have to pay for those courses separately. But for the same price of the entire year subscription, which is $199 US, you can actually have access to the full year plus the GS Lifestyle, plus the XLTs, plus the GS DeFi vouchers. The DeFi vouchers allow you to get more rewards if you were to do your DeFi savings. Plus, you get paid rewards in smart finance. This is part of the GS bank I told you about, plus a lot more. You also get an NFT passport, which is important for some of what I'll be sharing in a little while, right? So choose your package. And in fact, we have some specials for persons who would want to take a package over this weekend. So pay attention. I'll be covering that very soon, right? So ultimately, there's 7 ways of getting paid, because one of the things that you would get, as I stated before, if you were to simply become a partner, you pay $49. You would then have access to retail commissions. As I said, you'll get paid, and you also get paid when up to nine levels, simply as a partner, right? Simply as a partner. You don't need necessarily to buy the membership package to get commissions. But if you do get a membership package, a brand advantage package, that's from $200 to $12,000, not only do you get the benefits of those packages, but you also open the doors for even more income. You get access to the different pools, the fast start pools. What are these pools, Mike? Well, when the company makes, or any product that is sold in the company, a portion of it goes to the field in direct commissions, but a portion of it is also put in a pool of profits, a company pool of profits. And when persons who are really serious about building the company or seeking for an alternative source of income, they get a cut from that pool of profits, right? So it's pretty awesome. So if you really want to get the vehicle to your dreams, right? You basically want to get gas or add gas and drive. And what is gas? You want to get a package. You want to access the ecosystem with a brand advantage package. That way you'll be able to get the XLT tokens. Like I said, it's for members only. You'll be able to get additional rewards in the GS DeFi savings. You'll be able to get the GS lifestyle. And of course, you can activate your card, right? And once you do that, you secure your assets. You continue to accumulate regularly, because that's the key for wealth, you know. Ask anyone who is wealthy. One of the keys for accumulating, for becoming wealthy, is to accumulate it. You don't wait for it to drop on your lap one day out of the blue. That's very unlikely. While it does happen with some people, for most of us, we would want to generate wealth by accumulating bit by bit. So in the same way, it doesn't come out of the sky. This is not a get rich quick scheme. Some people just buy a package and that's it. They don't accumulate any of the assets, and they buy one package, sit down, twiddle their thumbs and expect to get wealthy. No. As a customer, you can build your wealth. And this is what we encourage: accumulation of wealth. So you can build income producing assets on the G999 blockchain, accumulate the G999, accumulate XLTs, or as we soon gonna find out, Lydian liars, right? Where can I find out more information about this, Mike, when your session is over? I want to find out more during the week. Well, I encourage you to connect to the official social media channels. We have Instagram. You would see 2 different types of logos on Instagram. There's one for Alex Kuchendao himself and one for the G999 blockchain. You basically look for G999 blockchain or alex.kuchendao. And Alex is, even though he's the CTO of the entire organization, he has an open door policy. You send him a message and he would most likely respond to it, right, directly. He even has sessions on Instagram that give more technical information for persons who are interested. That's pretty awesome, right? Now, you can also follow G999 and the Gold Standard Group on Instagram and on Twitter, right? We also have a Facebook page, a G999 blockchain, as well as one for the members of the community, the GS partners. When you go to join the GS partners, you basically answer 2 questions: the username, your own username, and your sponsor's full name, and you agree to the group's rules. On the community group is where you will get recordings of the community updates, such as was shared today, as well as some important updates from the system. You also get to meet other members in the GS partners family, right? So if you want to get access to all of these links, you don't have to remember all of these things. All you need to do is to remember to go to G999main.net And at the bottom of the page, you'll have access to all of these social media links, okay? If you want to get access to some of the training videos, well, this is very, very easy. You go to YouTube, you search for G999 Official, and you would find a channel called G999 with the logo, the lion logo, and you will see over 4,000 subscribers. That is the channel. You simply subscribe to it, and then you'll have access to the videos. You can click on playlists. You will see videos relating to Lydian World, for example, if you want to get more information on Lydian World, where it's all there, right? So maybe you want to attend a live presentation, such as this one. You'll notice on Friday nights, we have 8 p.m. Premier Tips and Tricks, right? Now, we also have other sessions during the week. On Sundays at 6 p.m., you would see the GS Lifestyle presentation. And on Thursdays at 8 p.m., we also have GS Lifestyle Tips and Tricks. This is tips and tricks specifically for GS Lifestyle, right? But there are also other important updates. I encourage everyone to attend the 9 p.m. Synergy Goal Huddle held every Monday evening, with the exception of the first Monday of the month or on public holidays, right? Other than that, it's there every Monday evening where you can get an update that will cover for some of what I'm sharing tonight, right? You would get it in a little bit more detail, and it's important to be plugged in. I was talking to someone today, and he has not really joined any session, and he's telling me he's confused. Well, duh. He says there's so much things happening and he doesn't know what's going on. Well, duh. I challenge you folks to think about the time when you were in school, when you had to attend classes. Some of you are probably still attending classes. Maybe you're at university or whatever, right? And you would go to the class, you would take notes, or you would learn what is being shared. Now, what happens if you fall ill? What happens if you miss one class, 2 classes, 3 classes, and then you go to another class and you hear people talking about stuff? Won't you feel lost? Would you complain, oh, lost, there's so much things happening in the class? This is very confusing. Why are they doing so much? Hey, very simple, folks. Just plug in. Just plug in. If a student is plugging into class, they would understand what's happening. So when the new assignments will come, they will know how to answer, right? When you plug into just the trainings that we have, especially with some of the incentives and so on that come up, you will understand. Come on to the Synergy Group Huddle on Monday nights. Come on to the tips and tricks on Friday nights. You have 2 options. If you miss one, you can go to the other. Or if you attend one, you can still come to the other to get a wider understanding of what is going on, right? You can go to the other presentations during the week. Even if you're new, you can go to the Tuesdays. We have Tuesdays, 7 p.m. presentations with Nitsa at synergygoalteam.com. Also 7 p.m. on Thursday as well, same link. Or you can even come on to the 6 p.m. Caribbean Dream Team presentation with the same link as we have on now, New Gold Rush 2. And you can get another perspective also. That one is hosted by Mr. Marlon Thorne, who is also from the region, but he would bring on guests from various parts of the company. Eric Toure Mohammed was on this past Tuesday, and we have Hint, the global ambassador, golden rock star, winner of the last Dream Incentive, Mr. Brian Crumley, will also be at the next 6 p.m. session, all right, at the Caribbean Dream Team presentation. So you can tune in, right? And you can come on and plug in to understand, plug in to win, plug in to get powered up, all right? And if you missed any of the webinars, such as the one by Nitsa, you can also go to goldstandardwebinar.com. Or if you just want to send someone to the webinar, but they don't have time to attend based on the schedule, you can simply send them to goldstandardwebinar.com and they can click on Watch Webinar Now. This presentation is available 24/7, and it is frequently updated based on the presentations that Nita Narcos gives live, so you'll be pretty much up to date. If you missed any of the sessions, you can simply plug into that webinar and get caught up to date, right? That's it. That is it, okay? If you want to find out more about the GS Lifestyle, as I said, we have the Sundays at 6 and Thursdays at 8, where you can learn more about the platform, learn more about the product, and on Thursdays, we get to log into the platform itself, right? And you have the opportunity to ask questions as well. We also have some special sessions taking place during the month of October with regards to XLT. So I didn't go too much into detail, I just gave a high level, but if you want to drill down into the details, we have a schedule of sessions taking place every Tuesday and Thursday in the month of October, right? The next session will actually be on Tuesday, the 12th of October, as you would see here. We had October 7th, Thursday, October 7th, Thursday, October 21st. Then we have Tuesday, October 12th will be the third session. Then there would be one on October 14th, October 26th, 14th, 19th, 26th, and 28th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right? So come on to those calls and learn a little bit more from the real estate expert. He has had years of experience in the real estate industry, and he would explain, break it down really simple for you to understand, right? So we also have, well, we talked about the one that's taking place on the 19th, right? He would explain, particularly for this session coming on the 19th, about the 4 cycles in real estate, right? Recession, recovery, hypersupply, and expansion. And he's going to give the answer to that question on Tuesday, the 19th of October. Now, invite your team members and guests and let John Johnson do the rest. You know, people in real estate, you can send them to this webinar, right? Now, tomorrow, the 16th of October, we also have a very special session with Mr. John Johnson as well, also at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. seems to be like a nice standard time for many in the community because it is still early enough for people in higher time zones where they could attend like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and it wouldn't be too late. And it's also good for persons in the earlier time zones in the West, where they can log in at 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, whatever the case may be. But it's at 2 p.m. in Eastern Standard Time, which is the same as Atlantic Standard Time right now. And we'll get some information on XLTs and how it relates to Lydian World. And we're going to be getting a new promotion, updates on a new promotion, and a special surprise. What is that special surprise? Tune in tomorrow at 2 p.m. and find out. Live.teamblockstars.com would be the Zoom link, and you go to password 335190. This, of course, would be shared in the chat groups. So before moving further, we just want to take a quick break and get a little tip, a little success tip. Now, if you want to build your business, if you want to build any type of business, one of the things that you will need is to be able to interact with people. Now, how do you get people to be interested in your business? Whether you're even selling food, whether you're selling candy, whether you're selling a solution, more importantly, right? And you want them to be aware. We need to be able to ask the question, if I, would you? And to find out a little bit more about this success tip to help build your business, if you know how to ask this question well, it will treat you well, right? Let's find out a little bit more about this tip from one of the industry experts on success, being successful in business, Mr. Eric Worre.
Welcome to Network Marketing Pro. My name is Eric Worre. Today we're going to talk about skills. What do you need to do? What skills you need to develop in order to be more successful in network marketing? And on that topic, I'm going to give you a phrase that I've used in my network marketing career that is literally the magic words for network marketing success. You use this phrase starting today, and your network marketing success is going to grow astronomically. And here's what it is. If I, would you? Here's what this means. If I send you a link that shares what we have to offer with our products, would you review it? If I give you a brochure, would you read it? If I invited you to a special private event at my home, would you attend? If I introduced you to by phone to one of the people that I work with on a three-way phone call, would you have a conversation with them? See, what if I would you does is it puts you in a position of strength. If I shared my product with you, would you try it out to see if it works for you? See what I'm saying? If I works, a whole bunch of psychological reasons. Number one, it puts you in control. It doesn't say that you're going to give them something. It says, if I decide to give you this gift, would you take a step? And psychologically, we are programmed as human beings to respond positively to people who give us stuff first. So if you just ask somebody, would you watch the video? That's not going to get you the result. If you say, if I gave you a link to watch the video, would you watch it? And psychologically, they're programmed to say, they're giving me something, all right, I'm going to give something in return. This works unbelievably for all your prospects, and it works for your team. If I invited you to come to the company convention, would you go? If I invited you to a special conference call for leaders, would you listen in? If I gave you the information for a special training event that's going to happen in our area, would you join me? If I, would you start to use these words every day with your prospects and with your team? You notice that I do this a lot through Network Marketing Pro. If I asked you to subscribe to this channel, would you do it? You're like, well, maybe I would. See what I'm saying? I do this all the time. If I invite you, will you attend? If I share this with you, will you review it? If I invited you for coffee, would you sit down with me? If I, see what I'm saying? Would you? It's magical what it will do for your business, what it will do for your life, what it will do for your network marketing success, and that's what I want for you. All right, so start using it, and I'll see you tomorrow.
If I record this session and put it out in the group, would you watch it? You can respond in the chat. If I put the recording out, would you share it with your team members who did not come on the call tonight? When you say if I, you give them a chance. You give people a chance to respond. If I were to just send the link straight though, and I say, here, look at this link, you're not really encouraging for a response. If you were to have a call card with your business link on it, with your referral link, and you were to just give it out to people, like in a bus, you know what will happen over time? You would see that card on the floor. You would see it in the bin. People would not take it on. But if instead of just handing your card out to people, or instead of just sending a link out to them, you say, hey, if I give you a video about something that can change your life, would you watch it? Basically giving them a chance to respond saves you the time even. Because there's some people who will say no. You do not want to waste time on somebody who tells you no. Because the time that you're trying to convince them to watch it, when they're already resistant, they will be more critical. You give them that chance to say, no problem. you more then send it to persons who you know will watch it. Your hit rate for actually watching will be higher if that question is asked first, all right? So if I would you puts you in control of the conversation and the transaction as well. If I give you a cup of coffee, would you drink it, right? So instead of, look, here is a cup of coffee, but I didn't ask for this, right? So use it every day with your prospects and with your team. If I invite you to the leadership call, would you come? Stuff like that. That's important. It will do wonders for your business if you do it all the time and for your life in other areas of your life, all right? So this is the process before you send an invitation. Ask the question, if I, would you? Okay, and if you want to get more tips like that, we do have, or there is actually a challenge that is soon to come that will help everyone. It is the 7-day recruiting challenge, right? The GoPro 7-day recruiting challenge, and it's hosted by Mr. Eric Worre himself. 7 days to change your life. 7 days to change your life. And here's a little video of him giving an invitation to this event.
My name is Eric Worre, and recruiting is the #1 obstacle that people in network marketing experience. It's the #1 pain point. And I've got some great news for you and every person on your team. November 1st through the 7th, we're going to hold a free 7-day recruiting challenge. Over the course of these 7 days, I'm going to step by step walk you through the process of not only learning how to recruit, but actually recruiting during those 7 days. We did a challenge like this last year, and it resulted in the biggest recruiting week in all of network marketing for last year. This year is going to be way, way bigger. I'm bringing in huge celebrities and thought leaders, but mostly I'm bringing in the most successful recruiters in all of network marketing to share their secrets with you and to walk you through the process of having a recruiting boom over the course of November 1st through the 7th. It's 100% free, okay? So for you and every single person on your team, everybody, more people you get on this, the bigger week you're gonna have, the more recruiting you're gonna have inside of your organization. Make sure everybody clicks on the link, enter your information. We will give you all the instructions of how it's all gonna work. Like I said, it's 100% free. The 7-day GoPro Recruiting Challenge. You need to be a part of it. Your team needs to be a part of it. Let's do this together.
And of course, I would encourage everyone to be a part of that session. Even if you're saying to yourself, I'm just buying this product, I don't intend to share with anybody. I think it is useful to be aware of how to be able to share your ideas with others as well. It's not just for GS partners, it is personal development for someone as a whole. You know, one of the challenges many people have is, I don't know much people. Or they may say, I spoke to all of my friends and my family and they're not interested. You know, well, let me just give you a little eye opener here, right? Do you know that there are more people in the world that you don't know than who you do know? And if you understand that, you will realize that anytime you want to share things only with persons that you know, very soon you will hit a block. How do you go beyond that block? Come to the 7-day recruiting challenge and find out. Do you know that there are like 7 billion people in the world? Do you know what a billion is? A billion is 1,000,000 1,000 times. If you, you know, it is really mind-boggling when you really think about the numbers. And there are a lot of people that you don't know. However much people you think you know, there's a lot more that you don't. So how do you interact with them? There are people out there, if you want to build a business, McDonald's, KFC, any type of business is not based on people that you know. It's based on those that you don't, really. People that you know will help you start up, but of course, people you don't know, it will help you live a legacy, all right? Bill Gates and Eric, well, what's the guy with Tesla? You know, Warren Buffett. They don't know all of their customers by name. Are you crazy? But yet they're wealthy millionaires all the same. And you can use any tool to become, you know, successful as well, right? So I encourage all to go to the GoPro Recruiting Challenge to 2021.com. Someone can, in fact, I would say, if I were to ask someone to type that in the chat, would you do it? Yeah? Can someone do that for me, please? GoPro Recruiting Challenge 2021.com. And you would see the link there. This is actually from that page. Click on register for free and you'll be able to access the site, right? When you go to the challenge.com, you will, of course, get tips on recruiting, on developing $1 million recruiting mindset, how to recruit without losing your family and friends, how to never run out of people to talk to. And when we say recruit, some people are afraid of the word recruit. I would say invite, or, you know, the persons who are customers for your business, right? How to use social media the right way to attract your ideal customers, and how to overcome objections These are some of the things. People are afraid of objections. The challenge will show you how to do that. So I encourage persons to come and be a part of it. I've already registered and I would like you to be a part with me. In fact, I had already registered for this challenge. If I invite you to come along with me to learn to improve your skills as I learn to develop mine, would you join me? Right? In fact, I would ask some persons directly. Thank you, Curtis. Much appreciated. Curtis, if I were to ask you to go to that link and register, would you do it? Yes? Awesome. So Andy or Roscoe, if I were to ask you to go to that link and register and join with me, would you do it? Andy? Yes? Awesome. Alan Lieben, if I asked you to go to the to join me in the GoPro Recruiting Challenge, would you come with me? Would you join? Would you register? Mr. Alan Lieben. Right. Now, as I'm sharing, I would say you do the same. You can ask your team members, if I were to invite you to join with me, would you attend? And see what it would be. See what the results would be, as opposed to just simply sending out the link to them and expecting them to come. So you can see the practical application live, right? So thank you, Andy. Thank you, Curtis. Thank you, Carol and others. I can see that we already have some persons in the group today who would be joining me on this mission, right? So what's the latest? What's the latest? What has been happening over the past week? Let's see. There has been some really, really interesting stuff. So let's go through these things quickly, right? Let's first give a quick overview of the current incentives and promotions. For persons who may have not come on for a little while and you're not too familiar, let me give you a little bit of a refresher as the incentives that are live right now in GS Partners. First of all, we are in the Super Dream Incentive period. This promotion started in September, around September 20th, and it is ending on the 19th of September. During this incentive, there would be more than 8 million USDT in prizes awarded, all right? And it will only end, by the way, on 19th of December if phase 1 of the G999 exclusive hotel, if phase 1 is completed and the XLT sales, then it will end on the 19th. If the objective of the 70 million is not met by that time, it will then be extended until the 18th of March. And what is the incentive? It is available to all active partners. That means everyone who has a brand advantage package. Whenever you make any purchase or there's any activity in the system, legacy points are generated, and the persons who have the most legacy points, the top 2,000 persons, in fact, will get lots of prizes. So that's one of the incentives that's taking place. The details on those prizes are in your back office, okay? For the month of October in particular, and today is the 15th, which means we have 15 days to go. And thank you, Alan, I know you will, I appreciate you. And if I invited you to share that this recruiting challenge to others in your team, would you do so? And I would say so general to everybody else. If you will, say yes, right? To anyone in the chat. But one of the incentives, of course, for the month of October is, in addition to the legacy points from the Dream Incentive, we will get more legacy points. If you were to get any of the brand advantage packages, whether Basic, Premier, Explorer, Pathfinder, or Legend, any of the 5, you will get 10x legacy points. However much legacy points is generated from as being part of the normal incentive, you will get 10 times that amount. Not only that, your sponsor will also get the same amount of legacy points that you do. Okay, let's say getting a basic generates 10 legacy points, right? During the month of October, if you get a basic package, you will get 100 legacy points, and your sponsor will also get 100 legacy points when you do the same. Or I like to turn it around. If one of your team members purchases a basic package and they get legacy points 10 times the normal amount, you will also get the same amount of legacy points. Boom! So that's the G and the gas, right? Get a package. A, acquire assets. Acquire assets. So when you fill certain nodes, right? When you acquire enough G999s, as the case may be, right? Once you fill nodes, we have exclusive nodes and lifetime nodes available now. You will get, on top of filling the nodes, you get 1,000 legacy points in addition. Normally, if you fill a node, you would get, let's say, 2,500 legacy points. You will get an additional 1,000 for the month of October. Same thing with the lifetime nodes. And the sponsor also receives 100% bonus. You can get up to 3 bonuses per node, okay? So it's pretty awesome. Next thing, share with everyone. Anyone who registers during the month of October with the 49 USDT, right? Anyone who pays $49 to become a partner will get 999 legacy points and also 999 Lydian Lions. And the sponsor will also receive 100% match on that for the month of October. Lydian Lions and legacy points, boom. So we have or more legacy points in October for any of these activities, for accumulating assets, for sharing, for even just getting the brand advantage packages, all right? So that's one of the big incentives that's on for Rocktober, as we call it. As far as the exclusive nodes, how do you participate in the exclusive nodes? Well, you would need to do so from the GS Trade Exchange. You go to the GS Trade Exchange dashboard, you go to the exclusive nodes tab in the dashboard, you see one called exclusive nodes, right? And then you click on a button that says deposit 50,000 G999. You would need, of course, to have 50,000 G999 in your wallet first. Once you click on that, then you would get the summary button to confirm, and you will have an exclusive node in one shot. So, of course, before you do that, you may want to fill up. You can get the G99 coins from Hit BTC Coin Super. You can trade it in GS Trade. However you get it, it's no problem. You can simply put it in the GS Trade wallet, and it is live now. You'll be able to get your exclusive node. That's it. And once you do so, of course, you get 3,500 legacy points. We also have the lifetime nodes. How do you get a lifetime node? First, of course, you get an XLT market voucher using G999 as collateral. Once you have a minimum of 1,000 USDT, right? Then you can use the XLT market vouchers to secure the node. How do you secure the node? I think you would need to have 1.25 million G999s. As you can see here, fill the node 1.25 million G999s, and then you'll get 5% APY return paid daily in G999, right? It is not 5% paid daily, but it's 5% annually paid daily. It works out about 33 per day, I think it is, whatever it is. But if you go to 2280 XLT and higher, there are other incentives as well. So that's the lifetime node treasury. You can simply participate in that as well. And you're gonna get more nodes. Plus, we also have a promotion in the month of October where if you smash the button 5 times per month, actually this is not just for October, this is general. If you smash the XLT button, meaning every time you buy 99 US worth in XLT vouchers, 5 times, you receive an extra 500 Lydian Lions, you get an additional 100 legacy points, and a 50% sponsor match. So if one of your team members gets 100 legacy points, you get 50 legacy points. Boom. So again, more options to be a part of that dream incentive to generate more points. Okay. Now this must be done using the XLT vouchers with G999 as collateral, meaning you would have to buy, like if you're buying it in Bitcoin, you would have to pay $85 worth in Bitcoin and $15 worth in G999 to get the XLT voucher. Every time you hit 99, boom, 99 XLT vouchers, it's split that way, and you get these extra bonuses, okay? So you can get up to 55 bonuses or 275 smashes. That's how much times you can do this, okay? So there you go. We also have what is called the accelerate incentive. If you lock more than, if you accumulate XLTs and you decide instead of trading it for next year when it comes out, you want to hold it for 42 months, you will receive 100% of the XLT voucher collateral back, which would be G999s, plus you will get 3,000 legacy points on top. This is simply by locking it. You have an option to lock it, and once you lock it, you're going to get these legacy points. 50% match the voucher. If you have 5,000 XLT vouchers and you lock it, you get payouts in the first couple months. First 12 months, you get 3% extra. Second 12 months, you get 2% extra, and so on. If you lock 10,000 XLT vouchers, right, for 42 months, then for 1 year, you're going to get 6% extra. Second year, you get 4%. You're going to generate income for the next couple of years by locking it away. So that's another incentive that is currently on the plate. With all that being said, what is happening in the G999 community, folks? Let us see. We can see here that over the past month, there has been a lot of activity. See the amount of volume from 60 million all the way up to 110 million in volume. The graph has been starting to move up over the past month. There's a general trend, folks. What is significant about this? While we have seen the price of the coin going up at times and then coming back down, there would have been spikes. What we are not seeing is spikes anymore, folks. For the entire month, the trend has been generally upwards. As we can see, this was done just before the call. The price of the coin is now about 0.0077. And you can see over the past month, this has, at the start of the month, it was around 0.0043. All right. So the coin is continuing to rise on an upward trend. Yes, it goes up and down, up and down. That is so with all coins in the marketplace. But what we have seen is that especially since the launch of the XLT promotion, we have seen, this is on the, in September. In fact, since June, we have seen June, July, August, let's see, October, September, August, yeah. Since the XLT launch, we have seen 100% increase in the price of the coin. And the general trend is up, it's not going back down in a hurry, right? This is something that's very, very interesting to take a look at, right? So we are on the move, on the move. One of the other updates, for those who are interested in getting the exclusive notes, for example, for the past month, the G999 wallets were not available on GS Trade. There was a message that it would be off limits until the 14th of October, and as was promised, that has happened. It is now again available. You can now access the deposit wallet, and you can also withdraw coins from your G999 balance in GS Trade. Okay, the reason for this is, of course, we're going to cover some of that in a little while, but it is there available for you once more. Okay, JosipHeit.com. JosipHeit.com, for part of the year last year, was actually owned by a criminal. It was owned by someone who was actually seeking to debunk and to discredit some of the work of JosipHeit, right? As was shared in some of the community updates recently, because of the attacks on the character, that was proven to be false. The Intercan and Interpol and a couple people had gotten involved, and they were able to actually charge the owner of that site who discredited not just JosipHeit, but other people in other businesses and so on. That person was found to be a criminal and has been charged. And the site has been handed back over to Mr. Heit. If you want to get information on who JosipHeit is, you can go right here to JosipHeit.com and you'll get an idea. Wow, look at the amount of languages he speaks: Croatian, German, English, Russian, Italian, Romanian. And on the site, you will see other more stuff. And you'll get some feedback with some data to link directly to those other sites on some of his background. You would see, for example, he has been an entrepreneur for more than 26 years, and he is just 43 years old, all right? 43 years old. So I would leave you to review the rest of JosipHeit. One of the interesting things that was shared, just on the 6th of October, there was an article published on Yahoo Finance, right, quoting JosipHeit on some of the information at stake, on some of the stuff that's taking place in the tokenized real estate industry. Okay, It's a very interesting article. I won't go through it on the call tonight, but I'd encourage you to do so as well, right? It's a 3-minute read. You can just go to Yahoo Finance and search for JosipHeit, and you will get the article, okay? There was a community update today, of course, and this is what we'll be going through. It was held today, October 15th, right? at 4 p.m. Central, well, 4 p.m. At 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4% Central European Time or Central African Time, okay? So let's find out about what was shared on the call today. First, the very first thing that was shared by Mr. Alex Kosendao is that the wrapped G999 coin is about to go live very soon. It has the same value as G999, and it will open up more trading and development opportunities because it will function outside of the native blockchain. That's what a wrapped wallet does, okay? If persons were to go to certain decentralized like Uniswap and other blockchains, you would find that they have wrapped Bitcoin, they would have wrapped Ethereum and so on, because the Uniswap and so on is based on an Ethereum blockchain, and Bitcoin would not normally operate there, but persons can trade those coins as if they had the real coin. So it opens up more options outside of a blockchain for those coins to move, for more awareness of the platform, and thus greater interest and thus greater demand for the coin, okay? So the G999 asset holders will have the freedom to explore and use other blockchains with G999 once you have this, okay? As I said, the DeFi apps are on ERC20, and one of those examples is Uniswap. You'd be able to send G999 on Uniswap and exchange it for other token projects as well. And there would be a button, you would see it right here on this is an example on the web wallet. There's a button for WG999. And you'll be able to see, you would see there BNB, this is on the Binance blockchain, which is what one of the platforms that the wrapped G99 is based on, the Binance smart chain, okay? And this is basically a screenshot of what it looks like. And if you want to swap, let's say 10, the amount is too low, if you put 20 instead, you'll be able to exchange the G999 with WG999. You click on exchange and it will be able to move. And then you'll be able to see it on the other blockchain explorer as well. One of the other tools about to go live is GSNotes, okay? GSNotes is a tool similar to, I don't know if people may have Google Keep or maybe Evernote or even the Google Notes that you would have on your phone, Samsung Notes, where you want to type information, somebody gives you a piece of information, you want to keep it, some important links to share with people, like your referral links or your, general information that you want to have on hand, right? You can put it in your notes. And the challenge is, of course, is that persons have a concern that the Google Keep and the Samsung Notes and so on are basically owned by a company where they have privacy concerns, okay? With GSNotes, you have a more secure area or platform to save your notes, okay? As an example, Mr. Kuchindao had actually started up the platform. You see on the left, local notes, blockchain notes. There's 2 ways you can save notes. So he created a live note, and when he typed it out, he hit save on your local storage, and that was his first note. You would see my first note, he typed my first note, and it's saved as a sample, or live note, it should say, live note description, hello world. That was his first note, right? And he saved it on local storage. Then he did another note, he called it third note, and he called it the information, and there was test. And he hit confirm and save it, confirm to the blockchain, and boom, that was it. Third note, test, it is there. So you can choose to save on the blockchain. Actually, you're not seeing the live note here because that was done on the local notes. So you can save it on your phone or you can save it on the blockchain. The advantage of saving it on the blockchain is, of course, is that it will be available on any, if you lose your phone and you put another phone and you install your GSNotes, you'll be able to access all the notes that you use. It is linked to your GS partner's ID, right? So it is pretty cool that way. Okay, Lydian World. What are the updates on Lydian World? Stay tuned, folks. Now, the Lydian world, as Alex explained, is a digital game balancing historical grounds and contemporary tech opportunities with a purpose to educate users in strategy, history, technology, while engaging everybody into a self-competition to generate valuable game assets, all right? So it is educational. I mean, going through Lydian world, I was able to discover countries that I did not know existed, okay? The game starts with a blockchain support token. Notice Lydian coin starts with a blockchain support token, and it will be distributed at launch to all of the existing community for free, right? So we have the Lydian Lions. The distributed token will be used to allow the players to mint the achieved position into an NFT, okay? As from now on in the Lydian world game, who owns the NFT owns the rewards. So let me clarify this part here. Collect as many Lydian Lions as possible between now and the 25th of December, okay? So once you get your Lydian Lions, you place it in the world and you take your positions before the 25th of December. That is when payouts will begin. Now, each position that you take in the Lydian world will have its own non-fungible token or NFT, right? You can create up to 248 NFTs. And the new Lydian world on the blockchain is launching in 2022 in Q1. So I would take that back. It's not that the Lydian Lion is the Lydian coin. Lydian Lion is a token that we're using for now, but the coin is what is going to be launched on the blockchain. And it will be mapped based on the Lydian Lions that we have now, based on the NFTs. This is what I'm seeing here, all right? So the game rewards, what are the rewards? Well, it's based on a fair reward distribution based to the gross domestic product of each country, the real world gross domestic product. It takes that number and converts it into a percentage for the distribution of rewards to the Lydian world, all right? Or according to one of the 7 available positions. As we know, once the rewards come to a Lydian world country, half of the rewards is shared among all of the citizens, and the other half is shared among all the persons with positions, okay? Rewardable actions. So there are other things that persons can do to generate rewards, aside from just the GDP. The rewardable actions, products, and services will be under the umbrella of Lydian world as well. So gamers will use Lydian coins to explore and earn and have fun in Lydian world. The game starts with numerous sources of income. What are some of the income sources? The country staking wallets, so people put money in, we know about that. Lydian life GS lifestyle cards, swipe rewards and renewals. Whenever you swipe or whenever you renew, some of that income goes to Lydian world as well. There's a Telegram trivia game which will be launched, an airdrop opportunity map, which is going to be very interesting. We're going to review it in a short while. And of course, the virtual non-fungible token blockchain museum. Ooh, this is cool. We're going to get a complete set of non-fungible token collectibles and many others. So Lydian world will accept inside any project which wants to promote himself and attract the Lydians into his own community. So if you know somebody who has their own project, their own coins, let me translate that, their own blockchain, Lydian world can accommodate that project, okay? Know of any blockchain projects, anyone? Hashtag RGA. I'm just throwing that out there, right? So in order to achieve this, he must become a source of outcome and distribute rewards to the countries. We're gonna go into a little bit more of that. So it's open to any external project. The Lydian world is capable to accept other projects which are able to use the game for advertising purposes. So it creates a great funnel for such kinds of projects to become an outcome source and distribute rewards to the Lydian world. So they can actually send rewards to the Lydian world as well. More than just the internal economy or just lifestyle and the museum and so on. It is opening the door for other parties to come involved, and based on their advertising, their payments will actually go to reward other people in the Lydian world as well, all right? We have the Sardis wallet, which is named after the ancient Lydian capital. If you want to find out more about the whole Lydian world concept, You can go Wikipedia, search Lydian, and find out about the ancient city of Lydia. You'll find very interesting parallels, and it's a good history lesson, right? So the ancient Lydian capital, Sardis, represents as game smart contract, right? Where everybody can follow the supply of the game coin, right? It's a smart contract, which means it's blockchain, it's transparent, right? So Sardis will have the power to burn and mint, create new Lydian game coins as well, okay? So while we are in the process right now where we are essentially getting airdrop Lydian Lions, after launch, if you want to get Lydian coins, you're going to have to mint them. You're going to have to earn them in some way. You're getting it for free now, so make the most of what you have. We have staking LYC. How do you generate rewards, right? Staking LYC and get citizenship. Blacksmithy pools, ancient forgery, where the Lydian Lions were minted, okay? The Lydian world pools are rewarded according to their era of existence in history. The more advanced the technology of that specific era, the higher the requirements, the higher the rewards. And basically, we would be able to mint coins in different ways. You place your tokens in ancient, medieval, industrial, or digital smithy pools, and you get back token rewards at different, rates, which can then be placed back into Lydian world to expand your citizenship portfolio. That is something that is coming soon as well. So every time software reward is sent to the blacksmithy pool, for example, the software script will distribute the rewards to all of the partakers in the same pool. And every single reward can be followed up or tracked in the smart contract wallet, right? So we're going to find out more about the blacksmithy pools and, the different levels of pools very soon. Then we have the NFTs, the Croesus NFTs, right? It's named after the last king of Lydia, okay? Croesus NFTs is the decentralized blockchain NFT accelerator, which allows, and pay attention, allows token holders to mint their own NFTs. You can mint your own NFTs from the achieved country positions or Lydian world gained artifacts. Find out more about that soon. Each country position minted over the blockchain as an NFT will open a new door to prove the position ownership in a specific country. So persons cannot steal your coins because this will be written into the blockchain itself in the NFT. So this would allow users to trade their positions, and positions are limited. They will become a forever rewardable asset, right? So using the NFT marketplace and the intrinsic game variables allows commissions to be generated within the Lydian world tokens, okay? And it's going to be distributed between users of all the Lydian world. The airdrop map, this is powerful. As a new income opportunity, Lydians will get access to win free coins from multiple blockchain products, not just free Lydian coins. We're talking about free coins from other blockchain projects. By using the game token to reveal whatever that opportunity is, and they can take a few basic actions in order to receive the rewards. How would you like to get free Tron? How would you like to get free RGA tokens? How would you like to get free coins from other projects? Boom! You can get it in the Lydian world airdrop map, right? There's a team there that will be created to identify, validate, and post monthly the best blockchain airdrops from the market. So we're gonna stay tuned. We'll get more information on that. And what is interesting about this is this, right? The airdrop map will pinpoint on the Lydian world map the blockchain projects according to their creator's country. Is Mr. Carlos Gonzalez on the call? No, he's not. He's on a separate call. Why I mentioned Carlos Gonzalez, for those who don't know, Carlos is a member of the GS Partners community. He is doing a couple other initiatives as well. But one of the things he has done over the past year is that he has developed a coin for his community. It's called the RGA token, right? He's creating his own blockchain project. And now you see here, based on the world map, will map the blockchain projects according to their creator's country in order to reveal an airdrop and gain the opportunity to the airdrop rewards and the collectible artifacts you must use the game tokens, which are split forwardly in the Lydian world. So you have game tokens, you'll be able to access other tokens as well. You get free airdrops for doing certain tasks. Wow, awesome, powerful stuff. What are the treasures? And this is, I think, the last slide and some of the things related to what is coming. It is, of course, again, paralleling what's happening in Lydia. It is the product of long cultural and technical developments in history. Therefore, Lydians will be rewarded. Lydians, who is a Lydian? Any member of Lydian world. So you're a Lydian if you're a part of Lydian world, right? Lydians will be rewarded unique artifacts for achieving different goals in Lydian world. Each country has its own artifacts, and by reaching different goals, you're going to be rewarded with an artifact. The artifacts will be convertible from one type to another thanks to the Crossius NFTs into non-fungible tokens. And they can be traded into the marketplace, or they can be exchanged in a set of artifacts into other cryptocurrencies or collectibles. So you can exchange it for other NFTs, you can exchange it for actual cryptos. It's up to the individual. So it is really a neat bridge between ancient history and the contemporary digital era. What are some of the achievement examples? For example, in Lydian world, if you reach a president position, boom, you get rewarded. If you reach a citizen position in more than 5 countries, boom, you get a reward. If you become a member of the Smithy pool when it is launched, boom, you get a reward. In the trivia game, if you renew your membership for 1 year, boom, you get a reward. You share GS Lifestyle card voucher with someone else, boom, you get a reward. So you see that even in GS Lifestyle, once you register with your GS Lifestyle with the trivia game, boom, you get a reward. And there's apparently a game that you can use with GS Lifestyle as well. You can, if you correctly answer 1,000 questions, for example, boom, you get a reward. These are some examples of what we will be experiencing beyond the 25th of December, okay? So, Lydian world is a better world for all. It will combine cutting-edge technology, history, and strategy. It really expands our minds, to what has happened in the past, and we can earn and have fun and learn and earn at the same time, okay? It will be on its own blockchain, right? And the industry airdrop map, we will get the best in the industry, right? Dropping access to other cryptos as well, other projects. We would have the NFT marketplace where we could create our own trade, sell, and earn NFT collectibles. We would have, of course, the Lydian Lion token. It will be on Binance. The Lydian Lion token will be on Binance, the #1 exchange in the world. And it will be connected to the G999 blockchain, okay? The Lydian world is a better world for all, as explained before, and it is currently available only to GS partners. And all of the positions we can get, like the price of being a citizen, the price of being a president, and all of that is at half price now until the 25th of December. After the 25th of December, to participate, to get this position would require twice the price, all right? So countries will start paying out on December 25th, and the next level launch will be in 2022. So the time to get positioned is when? Tomorrow? The time to get positioned is when? The 21st of December? When is the time to get positioned in Lydian world? The time to get positioned, thank you, Curtis. The time to get positioned is now. We have some other updates that was given. Masternode loyalty reward. For persons who have held Masternode, some persons have been holding Masternodes from even before the G999 blockchain was launched. Because some of the coins that some of the Masternodes that were created came over from another project, right? And persons, that means that we're coming to an anniversary now, being the 15th of October, where Masternodes will need to be renewed. So for persons who renew their Masternodes, there's a form of a loyalty, right? Once you renew and you happen to be a Pathfinder and Legend, it shows your loyalty to the project, you will get 2.5% in XLTs on top of the rewards that you're getting in your Masternodes, okay? So if you want to renew it for an additional year, you get an extra 2.5% in XLT. So you're getting an additional form of asset, okay? So if you have 750,000 G999 by 1 cent, that's 75,000 USDT. Multiply by 2.5%, you're getting 187.5 USDTs in the initial phase 1 price. Basically, you will have a chance to get the XLTs. Well, you're getting it for free, you're getting bonus, right? You must have your GS Wealth account linked to GSP to be able to facilitate this, okay? So those Pathfinders legends, you have Masternodes, you're getting more income again. Brand advantage, bonus, and for the next 72 hours, actually just between today and Monday, persons will have a chance to get more Lydian Lions, okay? In addition to what's going on in October. Remember, GSP members are those who have a member package. If you don't have a member package, you're simply a customer. So anyone who obtains a brand advantage package over this weekend before Monday will get 200% bonus Lydian Lions. This is not just 10x, folks. This is 200% bonus Lydian Lions. No, that 10x was legacy points. So this is on top of that. On top of the 10x and legacy points, if you get a brand advantage package this weekend, you're gonna get 200% bonus in Lydian Lions in addition to the 10x, right? If you upgrade by paying the difference only, even if your time has passed, because normally if you buy a package, you have 60 days to upgrade by simply paying the difference. So even if that time has passed, for this weekend only, you have a chance to upgrade your package by paying the difference for the next 48 hours, starting today, Friday, and ending at midnight on Sunday, Central European Time. That will be approximately 7 p.m. Sunday in Eastern Standard Time. So between now and Sunday evening, you have a chance to upgrade by paying the difference. And yes, you will be rewarded with more Lydian Lions for doing that, right? So for the next 72 hours, to understand what it is, if you obtain a basic package, you're gonna get 500 legacy points and 400 Lydian Lions. Premier, you get 1,000 legacy points plus 2,000 Lydian Lions. This is including the 10x, by the way, right? The Explorer package and so on, well, you can see the numbers. So what some people can do, they can even generate more between now and next week. By doing this, if you start by getting a basic, you wanna get, let's say, Explorer. Don't go and buy the Explorer straight. Here's one tip. You can buy a basic. When you get the basic, upgrade to Premier. You get more legacy points and more Lydian Lions. When you get the Premier, upgrade to Explorer. You get more legacy points and more Lydian Lions again. This way you can maximize the amount of legacy points and Lydian Lions you can get. If it is possible for you to start at basic and go all the way to legend doing this process, you can actually accumulate 22,500 legacy points and 44,400 Lydian Lions. Whoa, that's a gift for the weekend. What's happening after the weekend? This is what we call Monday Madness. From that point forward, anyone who owns one of the higher packages, Explorer, Pathfinder, or Legend, will receive daily XLT rewards on every XLT property voucher that they have. So not only are you going to have XLT vouchers, you're going to be earning interest on them. On every 1.1%, 0.25%, or 0.4% based on the package you have, you're going to be getting added to your balance just by having them. Boom, boom. And this interest will be generated from October 18th all the way to midnight on December 19th, right? So of course, we have some examples of how that's going to work. And of course, you're going to get your 15% collateral back after phase 1. You don't have to wait until the 3 phases are done. You get your G999 collateral in XLTs, not in G999, in XLT. So you're even going to add to your XLT balance at the end of phase 1, right? And you're going to get bonus G999 on top of that for every XLT that you have after phase 1. So you're not going to lose your G999 coin, you're going to get even more. Whoa, this company is really giving away stuff, right? This promotion is of course only running for 60 days. to get the XLT rewards by having these Pathfinder, Legend, and so on. Of course, after this weekend, if you're unable to get it this weekend and you get it at that time, you will miss, of course, getting those extra legacy points and Lydian Lions. But when you do get it, you will still qualify to get these interest on every XLT that you own. So this is another tip for persons who are able to generate more income. So here we come to the call to action. First of all, you want to decide to XLT. If you really want to participate in that, you will want to commit to what we call the Monday Madness, right? Get your team on the starting line, talk to your people, talk to folks who may be in a position to upgrade, help them to upgrade, because not only do they benefit when they upgrade, you get benefit because remember, you're getting the match, right? So secure your package upgrades this weekend for maximum advantage. Remember the step approach. If you want to go to Pathfinder, start at basic, upgrade to Premier, then upgrade to Explorer, and so on. Boom. Maximize your legacy points on Lydian Lions, right? And we have 48 hours to do so, even if that time expired before you have the chance this weekend. Receive the 2 times value in Lydian Lions for all package purchases, and of course, you keep the drive with 5 alive. You continue to accumulate because, of course, we have the incentives for doing that. Okay? Now, we can keep, for the basic and premier members, we can keep filling the lifetime nodes with collateral. We're going to get that back. And that means between now and December, we have what we call the 60 days AOMA. What do you think AOMA stands for? What do you think AOMA stands for? All out massive action. We want to move towards having phase 1 completed before the 19th of December. That way we can work as a community to drive the G999 to the moon. There's a reason for that. Once we complete in phase 1 by the 19th of December, Mr. JosipHeit has indicated that the company will also add an additional 8 million into Lydian world. This will benefit everybody, folks. And that will also help the price of the G999. So let's move forward, right? So we just want to round off by giving an overview of the marketplace. These are the merchants who are willing to accept the digital assets of the community in exchange for goods and services. We want to start with Mr. Jamal Ali Shah, right? Islandwide windshield repair systems. You have a crack in your windscreen. You don't have to change the whole windscreen. Talk to IWRS and they will repair it for you, make it look as good as new. And you can pay in G999, Bitcoin, Ethereum, or other coins of the platform. And boom, you have your repairs done. 100%. Boom. You want to get workbooks from Graphic Caribe Trinidad Limited. You may have children in school. Yes, they may have workbooks or whatever, but you want to supplement their reading. You want to supplement their learning. You can contact Miss Anna at graphiccaribe@gmail.com or 868-707-ANNA, that's 2662, and you can pay for your books. Fiat currencies and cryptocurrencies accepted. You can actually pay with the G999 or Ethereum or Bitcoin or whatever, and you can get your workbooks delivered to you. You can call and make arrangements for delivery, right? Boom, there you go. We also have Vector Glyph Studio. They still have a Polo crypto special on. We are in the month of October. Yes, we are heading towards November and December. Some persons may want to design t-shirts for their families, for their groups, for their companies, and you want to give them as gifts. And Vector Glyphs is accepting 50% crypto towards payment of their products. You see something there, you want to get 12, let's say with a front and back print, that would cost $100 TT. You can pay $50 TT for the 12, and the remaining 50, and this is each, by the way, the remainder you can pay $50 in crypto. Bitcoin, Ethereum, G999 are all accepted. Boom, there you go. Contact Vector Glyph Studio at 868-365-8565 or email at vgscoltd@gmail.com, right? Boom, there you go. And thank you to Mr. Andy Orozco of Vector Glyph Studio. We also have the Bitcoin Barber, who's accepting G999 or Bitcoin or other forms of crypto. He is the Bitcoin Barber. He will come over to wherever you are. He has his own tools, all sanitized and everything, you know, and he can give you a haircut in exchange for crypto as well, 100% payment, right? And you would have heard me mentioning the Royal Gold Academy, RGA. RGA was actually born out of the Karat Caribbean community as a means to help people educate, to fulfill the mission, to help educate persons on digital assets. And the RGA has actually grown to provide a couple other courses, all in the digital asset space, intro to blockchain, intro to binary options trading, trading crypto, as well as investing crypto, two different things, and so on, with courses starting from 120 USDT. And you can pay for these courses in G999 or Bitcoin, or even its own RGA token, right? So this is pretty awesome. So with that being said, I just want to thank you for attending the Karat Tips and Tricks session for today. And if you have any questions at all on anything that was shared, you are free to unmute the mic and make a contribution, or you can raise your hands. I will see it and give you the option to speak. While you're deciding, let me just scan the chat and see if there were any questions, and I don't see any. All right, so Mr. Marlon Modest.
Yeah, pleasant night. Awesome session here tonight. I was on top of the game here. I actually have my my screen. May I share for a moment? Because
sure.
It said, and I think that it's so powerful that people understand the power of what you said to do the upgrade now. So I think it's critical that people see it and see what they're talking about here. Are you seeing my screen?
All right. Yes, it's on right now.
Yes. So I believe when you said the upgrade, you're talking about when they come to this part here, packages.
Yes.
You will see the different button here, and then you would know. Well, you would see the upgrade button on the bottom here to upgrade
right.
to the package there.
Right. Awesome.
Yeah. So I think this is where people need to over the weekend. Everybody needs to focus in on, as what Michael said here. You look to see if you bought the basic, you will just pay the difference. So I have a Explorer package. So if I want to go here, I'm saving myself $3,000, $2,999 to be exact, and just pay the $3,000, and I would be upgraded to a Pathfinder. And that would also I'll be able to get the bonus with the Masternodes too as well. So
awesome.
It's all up to the person's understanding. Go in your back office now. We are here to assist you after the session and get this going. This is critical. And if you have the money, just put the money on the dashboard and click upgrade. I believe I will ask you Bitcoin, as the case may be, and just click confirm. Don't be afraid. Just click in your back office, as Michael said. Thanks again, Michael. Excellent.
Thanks again, Marlon. And that is an awesome illustration on how to actually share, how to actually upgrade using the stepping approach. You want to go to Pathfinder? Great. Start at basic. Go one step at a time, and you can maximize your rewards, Lydian Lions, as well as legacy points by getting there. All right. Awesome. Anyone else?
And you are still the president of Trinidad and Tobago.
Awesome. That's correct. I made sure of that today. We have to continue to monitor our positions, folks, and that itself will be an awesome artifact to have, being president of Trinidad and having that inscribed on the blockchain in an own NFT. That will be pretty awesome. And you can do the same. I know of persons here, such as the president of Somalia and the president of Tonga. Same person, Mr. Marlon Modest. Be an awesome artifact for him to have as well. All right. But even if you're citizens in other countries, folks, you may say, oh, I don't have enough Lydian lions to become president, or don't worry. Even as a citizen, you can trade those tokens. You can get NFTs based on your position and have those tradable as well. Right? Boom. There you go. Any other questions, confirmations, clarifications, comments? All right. I will take that as a wrap for tonight. Thank you for coming on to the 92nd episode of Tips and Tricks, or Premier Tips and Tricks, as I think it will be called very soon. We are literally 8 sessions away to our 100th session. So this is a pretty awesome milestone personally to reach. And I want to thank all of those who have been very supportive over the past 2 years in coming on to the sessions every week. Because not only do you get the updates when you come on, I also get the support from you, and I get a chance to know that I am helping people in the community to get updates. It is difficult when persons are not plugged in. They sit on the side, they twiddle their thumbs, and they come and they tell me, Michael, I'm confused. I'm seeing so much things happening and I don't know. And how much sessions, how much tips and tricks have you come on? None. Do you see the ads? Yes. Okay. Have you gone on any team huddles? No. They don't go, and then they are confused. So how do you not get confused? Just attend the sessions. And as I explained, we have sessions taking place. We have the next GS Lifestyle Tips and Tricks coming up on Sunday at 6. We also have tomorrow at 10, Crumley's coaching clinic. I did not mention that before, but we do have a session with Brian Crumley every Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, where Brian and his team of other achievers share motivation. Who would you like to get success tips from? Your friend who has done nothing and tells you that you're going to fail, or to get tips from persons who have actually succeeded and won in incentives to give you tips on how they did it? Who would you rather listen to? Right? You will become successful partly based on who you choose to listen to. So we give you a chance to come on to the 10 o'clock session tomorrow, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, G999.tv for Crumley's Coaching Clinic. So until the next time, folks, I want to say thank you very much for coming on the call tonight. And also, I should say, if I invited you to come to the next Tips and Tricks, would you come? If I ask you to tell others to come on Tips and Tricks, to tell others on your team to come on to Tips and Tricks, would you do so? And I would hope that your answer is yes. And I would say, let's look forward to becoming successful together in the community, in the Lydian world. And as president of Trinidad and Tobago, I would want to say that as we continue, we learn about the recruiting to share with others. As we learn the products and services and show how beneficial it can be to others, we're going to share it with them in the East. We will share it with them in the West. We will share it with them in the North, and we will share it with them in the South. And we will win. We will win. We will help others. We will help others to win. Great is GS Partners. Great is GS Partners. And we shall prevail. Thank you very much, everyone. Good night. And I would like to leave you with a fun video that I shared yesterday in the GS Lifestyle Training session. And I just want to repeat it again tonight, all right? So have a wonderful evening from the president of Trinidad and Tobago to all, and of course, the leader of the Karat Caribbean community, GS Caribbean team, and to everyone, no matter which team you're in, it doesn't matter. I'm happy to have you on board. Let's work together and help others to make a difference in their lives. Good night. Thank you for attending.
Good night, Mr. President. was broke, unemployed, I was starting to slouch. I was sleeping in the basement on my mama's new couch. That's when I heard it all, a chance to skirt it all. A money like my last girl, completely virtual. Got the top graphic cards, got a power supply, a microprocessor, a motherboard, a tower and drive. I put the RAM in the RAM slot, drive in the larger bay. Topped it off, 2 fans, like a Chargers game. Price spiked to 30, I missed out, I fear. Crudely assemble a rig like a BP engineer. My friends and family smiling, smirking or make fun of me, but I'ma make them eat their words because I'm gonna be a Bitcoin billionaire. Spending money like I don't care. Mining coin in my underwear. I'm gonna be a Bitcoin billionaire. Selecting software and reading the notes. I'm picking out my favorite miners like a Penn State coach. Pick me a digital wallet for holding all my amounts. Read up on all the ways to open lots of accounts. I feel like Tom Brady, I got a fear of inflation, but this is crypto, baby, central bank decentralization. The script, I flipped it, laptop encrypted. My life was rotten, now all my cotton's ejected. And on my vacation, I'm crypto supplying. They call me gentrification, the way I'm black modifying. Friends asking, what's the best part of your newfound treasury? I say, reminding you how you told me I'd never be a Bitcoin billionaire. Spending money like I don't care. Flash drives in the underwear. Now that I'm a Bitcoin billionaire. The cash was never ending, yo, I'm scaling, fun and rowdy. I was spending like a 7 on a scale from 1 to Saudi. Call it mad banking. All night and all weekend, my rig is out franking. Grabs what it can while you sleeping. Just try outspending me, and you'll see I'm on a mission. Drop more Satoshis than a clumsy Japanese obstetrician. But I ain't open to splits, don't care if it's best or not. Opposing forks like a Chinese restaurant. I went from geek to chic, from basic to ASIC. I went from basement squatting to yachting, from basin to basin. Went from no friends and depression to peer-to-peer legend. More contrasting language to establish the impression I'm a Bitcoin billionaire. Spending money like I don't care. Then one day there was a solar flare. Huh. I was a Bitcoin billionaire. Spending money like I don't care. Now I just pawn my underwear. Used to be a Bitcoin billionaire. Any change that you can spare? I'd settle for a Dogecoin. I'm so desperate.
Good night, everyone, and have a fantastic weekend. Good night.
Good night, Michael.
Good night.
No!